Hi class, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a really exciting and fun topic, which is how to build your resume. For some of you, you may already have a resume created for some of the job that you apply for, but for this one, it's going to be a little bit different only because we're going to cater this to writing your resume to include in your college application. Now, on the flip side, for some of you who don't have a resume at all, don't worry at all. I'm going to walk you through step by step of what to include in your resume, and we're going to talk more in detail. So let's go ahead and get started. What is a resume? For some of you guys who've never applied to various jobs or never even had to think about writing a resume, well, what a resume is nothing more than a personal and individual summary of your background, experiences, and skills. What a resume allows you to do is to present your best qualities and strengths so that the employers, or in this situation, the selection committee, knows that you're the right person for the college. So again, if let's say that you are applying to be in the English department, then chances are that you want to write about your experiences related to maybe teaching or something to do with English, or somewhere around, being in the humanities, but we'll talk more about relevant work experiences. Also, writing a resume is a prospect for you to get various job interviews and also for colleges and universities. Keep in mind that there are some colleges and universities that require you to come in for an interview. I know that when I was in high school, I had a friend who went for an interview at Harvard University, and he was really nervous because he had to prepare for that. I remember him telling me that he actually got a ticket driving home. But anyways, so my point being is that you never know when you have to interview. It could be a job, it can be for school, or it can be for a myriad of different things that you can interview for. Another thing is that the reason why resumes are so important, it gives the employers the opportunity to compare your qualifications, credentials, and also experience to other candidates. So again, why should an employer choose you? And when there's so many other people applying, that's why you have to ensure that you have a really solid resume. And again, you want to stand out more than others. You want to prove that you are the best qualified individual for either a position or for the school. So let's also talk about the importance. Almost all schools accept a resume regardless of which position you're applying to. Okay, so I'm not sure if many of you guys have already applied to different jobs, but almost all jobs require resumes. I've rarely seen any employers who said, you know what, I don't see anything on paper, you know what, just come on in, work for us. Okay, there's always a process, and the first thing is they want to see just on solid paper who you are, what you've accomplished, and that is the beginning process of how they start selecting candidates. And when they feel that on paper you're a good fit, that's when they call you in for an interview so they can meet with you in person to see what your character is like, your demeanor, to get a better picture, an idea of your social skills. Can you communicate on the job? And also manners. Remember, there's a lot of verbal, well, both nonverbal and verbal is very important, but it's important to capture both those elements in person. Another reason why it's important, because resumes, it's essentially a prerequisite for an actual interview. If they are impressed by your resume, that's when they'll call you in. So it's almost like you get this one chance, and that one chance is to get that interview, and you want to do really well. And keep in mind that employers get thousands and thousands of resumes, but they have to scan it and find the person who has the right background and experiences. And also, since we're talking about college, even though your college application does give you the opportunity to talk about your different experiences